Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. So this week, what am I doing? There's a couple of things that I need to change on the cat. So the neck, the customer wanted the neck a bit shorter, so I'm just gonna have to just undo the seam here, and then I'll pop off some of those joints and yeah, re-sew that back. It shouldn't take too long, so it's only like a seam thing, so I only have to like sew around that circumference again. So the way I do that is I use this little, you probably already seen these a million times, but I use these little like thread pick things. This is a really good one. It's by the brand Clover, and I think it's a Japanese brand, and they make sort of things for just like what's the word, just like textile stuff. I've also got one of their chalk rollers, so it's for marking out like patterns on fabrics, and it's got like a wheel with a little chalk refill that you can use, and I find it really good because it makes a nice clean line, and it's also thin, and then it just wipes away because it's just chalk. But you can also, you obviously get a box of chalk and do the same thing. But yeah, I find this brand really nice, Clover brand, and this is a nice thing for big enough for your hand. So yeah, I'll do that. That's the first priority this week. And then after that is done, I will start working on the panda, the red panda. So I've done the armature and prepared everything ready for the body, for the felting. So I'll probably do a bit of felting today, and the good thing is I can do that in between things. So yeah, and I also need to start on that tiger commission. So yeah, I need to clean up my desk because there's all black faux fur around on my desk because of doing the cat fur. And then yeah, I'll start sculpting the tiger head and also the feet, but the feet usually come later. The tiger head's going to take a little bit of time to sculpt because the first ones that I did, they took a bit of time just because I wanted to get everything right. So, and they always end up looking different when you sculpt things like second or third time. So yeah, a little bit to do, but I'd like to at least make a start on the sculpting. So the tiger head, what I will sculpt with is the Sculpey original. So that's the white one. I like sculpting with that because it's nice and soft, and I prefer to work with soft things because I like to sort of push the clay around. And then for the little nose, I will make the nose out of Super Sculpey, and that's that sort of beigey coloured one. And it's sort of semi-translucent, and it works really, really well for like paw pads and noses and stuff. And also inside mouths. I think it works really well. It's the same sort of thing that I used for the Red Panda. And yeah, so I'll start working on those. I also do need to start getting a printable prepared for this month for my Patreon. So I haven't decided on what yet, but I'd like to have a play around maybe with some Aurora things, just some different techniques. So I'll probably do that in like my sketchbook. I'll do some Aurora things and see how it turns out. It's just a test really, and if I like one, I will use it for the printable. So anyway, I'm gonna get this cat done, or make a start on this cat, and yeah, see how it turns out, but I'll keep you updated. guys, gonna end the vlog for this week. I got a little bit done, I should say. So I'll start off with the cat that I started off with. So basically I just played around with the neck a little bit, and so what I did is I basically unpicked the seam line. So there's a seam line that goes around here from where I put the neck piece, where I've sewed that together. So I basically unpicked all that, and you can't really tell where the seam line is, but obviously when you try and search for it, you'll find it. So yeah, it wasn't too much of a big job to make the neck shorter. So I took out 2 segments of the little segments of the 1/8 scale ball and socket armature, so double that size. So I took out 2 of those segments, and basically just sewed I sort of played around with the polyfill that's in there as well, to plump it out a little bit, and yeah, just pulled the neck down and shortened it a little bit, so it's a lot shorter. So I think it looks good like that. I also added a little bit more fur to the face, so it's a little bit more plump to the face. And you sort of play around with it. You can make it smooth, or you can make it whatever you want. I added a little bit more to the back of the head, so it's a bit more round as well. But yeah, so that's the little kitty. So what I'll do now is, oh yeah, I also added the little whiskers too. So what I'll do now is take some photos and yeah, send them to the customer and stuff, and then should be ready to go home. So yes, I'm pretty happy with the way it's all looking, so it moves nicely. Not a lot of segments in cat necks, so especially my tiger doll, the segments are quite limited in that, because the like head neck area is quite small. But yeah, so it'll be fun to take some photos. It looks like it might be a photogenic little cat, and yeah, so that's the cat. It's the update on the cat. Yeah. Secondly, I did a little bit of work on the Red Panda. So I did a bit of felting. I had to play around with the feet. I'm not happy with the way that looks, so I'm going to take that off. And yeah, I changed my mind on how I'm going to do the feet anyway, because the armature is quite thick. It needs a little bit more support to just move the armature around. So I had a plan that I was going to do the feet as just polyfill, but I was going to compact it really heavily, and that would be enough. But I wasn't really happy with the way it was turning out, and just the heaviness of the armature I wasn't really happy with. So I continued felting most of the body, so we have pretty much something that looks like a Red Panda. I'll do a bit more on the tail. But yeah, so that's what we've got so far. I will be doing the ears as well, so I will do the ears. I'm kind of undecided whether I'm gonna attach the ears now or attach it once I've put the faux fur on. Not sure just yet, but I've just been working on the feet anyway, so that's been coming along nicely. And yeah, so I did a bit of sculpting with the feet last week as well. I'd already baked some claws for the feet, so they were ready to go. They were just waiting to have the feet done. But this one's the front foot, so I basically made them thin. They're not they're going to be covered in faux fur, so I haven't added much detail. I just added some detailing to the under bit, and because their hands and feet have like fur all over them anyway, so I didn't add any detailing to any paw pads or anything, but that's what we've got. I'm going to put the armature in here and secure it off with some epoxy sculpt. And there's a little claws that you can see that these ones are hard, but so I could insert them into the feet. These are the back feet, so same deal, just bigger, and just added a little bit of detailing to those little bits here. It'll show through when I add the faux fur, that little detailing will show through, so it won't be lost or anything. But yeah, same deal, same dealio. And I'll probably leave the feet a bit fluffier, I'd say, because yeah, the feet, they're just a fluffy animal, I guess. And yeah, so I finished those on Friday. I just have to bake them, so they're not baked yet, and then I'll go and attach them onto the feet of the Red Panda. So once that's done, I'll be able to put everything together, which is exciting. I'll still probably do a little bit of felting maybe on the legs and the tail, just to bulk things up a little bit. But it sort of all changes once you put that faux fur on anyway, so then you can play around with it some more and kind of refine the structure a bit better and the muscle tone a bit better. So yes, so I did that. Oh, I got the hiccups. And yeah, I started work on the tiger commission that I've got as well. So it's really preliminary sculpting. So I've started sculpting the top of the head. It looks very different to what a tiger will look like at the moment, but I basically just get the aluminium foil ball for a basic head shape and structure, like an armature, and then I add that polymer clay onto it and just start sculpting. So I've got reference images that I usually have on my computer next to me. So basically this will be the nose, and then obviously the head, the eye. I've sort of mapped out roughly eye socket areas. I'll need to add the bottom jaw, so that'll be the next part of the process, is sculpting that bottom jaw. And once it has like that bottom jaw, it starts coming together, it starts looking like what it's supposed to look like. And yeah, so it's just really basic mapping to begin with. And then once I put that lower jaw on, I'll start sculpting the detailing around like the muzzle bit. And for the nose, I'm going to be using Super Sculpey, so that's the beigey coloured one, and it's kind of translucent, so it'll get that nice fleshy translucency to it. So it's perfect for noses. So I'll put that on here, and then start working my way up and sculpting the eye area, and then just, you know, refining the head a bit. So yeah, it's coming along. It'll take a little while to sculpt because there's really small subtleties between big cats. So yeah, if you do things if you do the features that aren't on that particular cat, it ends up looking like something else. So you know, it's just really basic subtleties that are a little bit different, like the head structure and like the muzzle structure, the eye structure. It's just a little bit different, so a bit more playing around with big cats, I find. And yeah, so I've gone through about a slab of Sculpey, so that's like one block, I should say, one block of Sculpey for those two little pieces. And yeah, and then one last thing is one of my dolls are on layaway, so it's a stag. That is on layaway, but the customer wanted me to make a saddle, so I'm going to be making a saddle. It's similar to a previous saddle that I've done. So I'm going to be making like that actual saddle bit. I don't know, I'm not familiar with saddles, so I'm not sure what the names are, but like the seat bit I'm going to be doing out of this like brown Sculpey 3, I think it is. So it's not too hard, a little bit soft, so I'll be making the saddle out of that. And then the the blankets and stuff are made from like felt. So there's a little bit of like hand sewing and detailing to do on those ones. They don't take long, but the customer wanted the same sort of color scheme as what that doll is. So yeah, so I'll be doing that as well in between. So a little bit going on. And yeah, so that's the update at the moment. I still have to get that this month's printable done as well, so I need to find time for that, but we'll talk about that in the next vlog, right? That can be another future Nat's problem. So I'll leave it there, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps my stuff grow. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok as well at Creatures and Nat. My shop, creaturesandnat.com. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, I really appreciate it. And yeah, check it out if you want a little more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.